students, I am Malik Farooq, lecturer zoology boys higher secondary gate. The topic for the day for the class 11th, it is cell structure and functions. Brief structure about the cell is all living things are composed of cells. Cells are the basic units of life, and all tissues and organs are composed of cells. They are so small that they must be viewed with a microscope. Actually, we can say that cell is the basic unit of life, and cells are composed of small particles which can be viewed only with microscope. Types. This is an introduction about cell. Types. There are different types of cells. Cells can be either eukaryotic or prokaryotic. What are eukaryotic and what is prokaryotic? Eukaryotic cells have a nucleus and membrane-bound organelles. Plants and animal cells are eukaryotes. Those cells which have a prominent nucleus and membrane-bound organelles, those organelles which are inside the cell but are bound with the membranes, those are called eukaryotic. Plant cells are generally square-shaped, while animal cells are usually circular. Plant cells and animal cells have evolved different organelles to perform specific functions. Plant cells have chloroplast, a cell wall, and a central vacuole. Animal cells lack these three organelles. Plant cells have chloroplasts because they make their own food. Plant cells have a cell wall so that they do not burst when central vacuole fills up with water. Prokaryotes do not have a nucleus and lack membrane-bound organelles. They are the oldest cells on Earth. Bacteria are prokaryotes. Prokaryotes often move using special structures such as flagella or cilia. Cells have many structures inside them called cell organelles. These organelles are like the organs in human, and they help the cell to stay alive. Each organelle has its own specific function to help the cell survive. The nucleus of an eukaryotic cell directs the cell activities and stores DNA. Eukaryotes also have a Golgi apparatus that packages and distributes proteins. Mitochondria are called the powerhouse of cell and provides the cell with energy. So both plants and animals have mitochondria. Lysosomes are like the stomach of the cell. They contain enzymes that digest the cell used parts. All of the cell organelles must work together to keep the cell healthy. We can say that nucleus is the director of the cell, which directs the cell activities. The membrane is the protective barrier that surrounds the cell and prevents unwanted material from getting into it. The membrane has many functions, but one main function that it has to transport material, salts, electrolytes, glucose, and other necessary molecules into the cell to support necessary life functions. Not only does the membrane let molecules into cell, but it also lets waste such as carbon dioxide out of the cell. The cell membrane is made up of phospholipid bilayer. Each phospholipid contains a hydrophilic or water-loving head and a hydrophobic or water-fearing tail. These properties that phospholipids have and specific orientation, they are arranged in provide the cell with an selectively permeable barrier. Thank you. Thank you for watching.